Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And in today's video, we'll be going over Advent of Cyber 2024, Day 6, AWS Log Analysis. That being said, let's jump right into it. All right, guys. So, Task 13, Day 7, AWS Log Analysis. Funny that I started the AWS Attack and Defend training boot camp on today, Saturday, for Pond Labs, which is pretty good so far. This is actually taking place after that, Saturday, late Saturday afternoon, pre-evening. But anyway, let's get into this. The story. A SOCMUS approach so that the need to provide those without with something to read. Care for wares, tried they made it their mission. A gift for all wares, a SOCMUS tradition. Although they had some, they still need more. To pick up some books, they'd head to the store. The town's favorite books would no doubt make them jolly. They ticketed off the list as they filled up the trolley. With the last book ticked off, the shopping was done. When asked for their card, their ware handed them one. I'm sorry, he said, as the shop clerk reclined. I can't sell you these books as your card has declined. The ware put them back as they walked in confusion. How could this be an attack? An intrusion? And when they logged on, the ware got a scare. To find the donations, they just weren't there. Huh, interesting. So, monitoring in AWS environment, we got CloudWatch and CloudTrail. I rarely did. It was so long ago. It was thrown. Like I said, my feet got thrown in the fire for the first incident I've ever been a part of. 2023 in March. I forgot which one it was, but it was one of these. I did not know what the hell I was doing. But yeah, interesting. So let's go over CloudWatch a bit. AWS CloudWatch is monitoring and observability platform that gives us greater insight into our AWS environment. By monitoring applications at multiple levels, CloudWatch provides functionality such as monitoring of each system and application's metrics and the configuration of alarms on those metrics. For the purpose of today's investigation, though we want to focus specifically on CloudWatch logs, a key feature of CloudWatch logs that will help the Warville SOC squad and us make sense of what happened in their environment is the ability to query application logs using filter patterns, log events, log streams, log groups. CloudTrail. CloudWatch can track infrastructure and applications performance, but what if you wanted to monitor actions in your AWS environment? These would be tracked using another service called AWS CloudTrail. Actions can be those taken by a user, a role granted to a user giving them certain permissions, or AWS service, and recorded as events in AWS CloudTrail. Always on. Here's some of the features. Always on, JSON formatted, event history, trails, deliverable, and then also enabling CloudTrail logs to be delivered to CloudWatch. So I guess you can just pattern them up top. That's how it looks like a little bit. As mentioned, CloudTrail helps capture and record actions taken. These actions could be interactions with any number of AWS services. For example, services like S3, Amazon Simple Storage Service used for objective storage, and IAM, AWS Identity and Access Management Services can be used to secure access to your AWS environment with the creation of identities and the assigning of access permission to those identities. We'll have actions taken within their service recorded. Intro to JQ. What is JQ? Earlier, it was mentioned that CloudTrail logs were JSON formatted. When ingested in large volumes, this machine-readable format can be tricky to extract meaning from, especially in the context of log analysis. The need then arises for something to help us transform and filter the JSON data into meaningful data we can understand and use to gain security insights. That's exactly what JQ is and does. How can it be used? Now let's take a look at how we use JQ to transform and JSON and filter JSON data. The wheres being the wheres, they store their shopping list from the trip to the bookstore in JSON format. Let's take a look. Book title, Where's Wally? Genre, children, page count 20. That's kind of similar than one of the ones we did before. A little bit. Charlie and the 8-Bit Factory, The Princess and the Peacap, Lion, Glitch in the Wardrobe, Charlotte's Web Crawler. Nice. I like how they changed those up a bit. JQ takes two inputs. The filter you want to use, followed by the input file. We start our JQ filter with a period, which just tells JQ we are accessing the current input. From there, we want to access the array of values stored in our JSON with the making our filter a, for example, let's run the following command. There we go. Right here, the command above would result in this output. So it breaks it down a little bit differently. Once we've accessed the array, we can grab elements from that array by going one step deeper. For example, we could run this JQ command, book title, listen. If we wanted to view the book titles obtained within the JSON file, this would return a nicely formatted output like this. So pretty much basically you could structure the output on what you or how you want it to look. Nice. All right. So for the record, I forgot to say in the beginning, I started the virtual machine VPN in case I need it. And also I have not done any of these. Just for the record. So let's go back up. The peculiar case of Careforware's dry funds. Now that we have refreshed our knowledge of AWS CloudTrail and JQ alongside McSkitty, let's investigate this peculiar case of Careforware's dry funds. The responsible where for the Careforware's charity drive gave us the following info regarding this incident. We sent out a link on the 28th of November to everyone in our network that points to a flyer with the details of our charity. The details include the account number to receive donations. We received many donations the first day of sending out the link, but there were none from the second day on. I talked to multiple people who claimed to have donated a respectable sum. One showed his transaction, and I noticed the account number was wrong. I checked the link, and it was still the same. I opened the link, and the digital flyer was the same except for the account number. McSkitty recalls putting the digital flyer Wareville bank account QRPNG in an Amazon AWS 3 bucket named Wareville Careforwares. Let's assist McSkitty by starting and finding out more about the link. Before that, let's first review the information that we currently have to start the investigation. So the day after the link was sent to several donations. Since the day after sending the link, more donations have been received. The donator has shown proof of his transaction was made 3 days before receiving the link. The account number in the transaction was not correct. McSkitty put the digital flyer in the AWS 3 object name Warville bank account QRPNG under the bucket Warville Careforwares. The link has not been altered. So we have our connection details. It does take about 2 minutes for me. Yeah, let's go ahead and looks like I'm not going to use my Kali box for this one. How do I start the split screw? Show start attack box. So I guess attack box is, how do I do the, use this for your reverse shells, password VNC. It's still loading. I'll be right back once it's done loading. We'll get to it. All right, so we are back. Now, let's go back to the room. How it can be used. Now, let's take a look. Right, we went over this. We're going to copy and paste this. Nano. Bookstore. I hate this one. Copy, paste. There we go. Control exit. There we go. LS bookstore. All right. Now we're going to go back to the room. Oh, shit. Book list JSON. Oops. Hold on. Let's rename this. I'm just going to go off of them just in case we booklist.json. There we go. All right. Now we're going to do their commands from the JQ. It's going to give us the following output. So here we go. Paste. Hopefully oops. All right, let's go back here. We got to do this fucking copy and paste shit. Copy. Now we're gonna we're gonna paste this command. I'm just gonna copy and paste from the room. It's gonna save us a lot of time. There we go. Now here's what it gives us. Breaks it down by book title, genre, page count, and yeah. Now let's try the other one. So pretty much what this is going is, yeah, the data is not going to be crazy advanced, but it's showing you the power of what JQ can do as far as breaking this down, as far as breaking it down to how you want the data to be outputted. Hopefully I said that right or explained it right. So now here we go. Is this the same one that I? Oh, fuck, it is. Oops. There we go. I forgot about the copy and paste. All right, let's paste that in there. Command not found. Oh, I forgot the JQ. There we go. Now it just breaks it down by the title of the books. So now let's examine the CloudTrail log. So we got to go find the CloudTrail log. Let's clear this. LS. Warville logs. CD. Or Wareville. I don't know how you pronounce it. Wareville logs. CloudTrail log.json. RDS.log. All right, cool. So let's go down. Typical S3 logs. So that's how it should look, but it might give us a crap load of data. So let's go CloudTrail logs, RDS. So we are going to do the CloudTrail log. So let's go ahead and copy this command. We got to go into our favorite copy and paste tool. V copy. All right. So enter. Now, there we go. AWS API call. So it pretty much breaks it down. Like it said, event version, user identity, type, principal ID. Pretty much it's going to break down everything from a log standpoint. Bank account, QR. Let's go back to the room. So records. So actually this is good, especially if you're new. I'm new as well, pretty much. I've only been thrown into something like this once, didn't know what the hell I was doing. But this pretty much breaks down the command on what it's actually doing, what it's retrieving, what it's outputting. So please read this, go through it. I mean, if this is your route or path or something you want to learn on the side or just add an extra skill set, dig into it deep. A lot of the AWS stuff is free on AWS as far as the training. Also, there's YouTube, Udemy. Udemy, you can get some good training there as well, especially catch it. There's a lot of discounts that happen throughout the year, not just Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas holiday, all that stuff. They always have good deals. So just FYI, if you want to go down that route. As you can see in the command output, we were able to trim down the results since all the entries are from S3. However, it is still a bit overwhelming since all the fields are included, the output. Now let's redefine the output by selecting the significant fields. Execute the following command. So let's go back here, copy this command. And again, I'm just copying it just to save time instead of typing it all out. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Paste. What? Ah, you gotta be shitting me. That's let me wow. Let me restart a new one. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, we are back. We got our logs. CD into Warville logs. All right, let's get that last command back up and running. Which one was it? This one right here. Paste. Oh, why am I doing that? There we go. Let me clear out of this real quick. Exit split view. There we go. All right, so we got API call Mozilla. Oh, this just doesn't look that good either. Let me make this terminal bigger, since pretty much that's all we're going to be working with. There we go. Make it a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so let's go back and see where we left off. As you can see, we have appended another pipe after a previous filter. Let's discuss this quickly. Is it this one? Yeah. The pipe filter uses the previous command's output and formats it only to include the defined keys such as event time, event name, and user identity, user name. The defined keys are enclosed with square brackets to process and create an array with the specified fields from each record. Note that the string / NA is included purely for formatting reasons. This means that if a defined key does not have a value, it will display N/A instead. So pretty much NA not available. As you can see in the results, we focus on the notable items, but our initial goal is to render the output in a table to make it easy to digest. Let's upgrade our command with additional parameters. So let's go ahead and copy and paste this. Go back into our copy and paste clipboard. Grab this. Back to the terminal. Let's clear out of this. Paste our new command. And there we go. List objects, put objects. Okay, bank details, account, glitch. So it looks like glitch was created, and we got list objects and put objects. I think that might be one of the questions. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, that is it. Put objects or put object. Let's go ahead and copy this. What was the name of the user that was created by McSkitty? Let's go with glitch. There we go. All right. What is the source IP related to? I don't think that's in there. Nope. All right. We got those two. So now, you may observe that we have added the following to our command, date event time. All right. Let's go ahead and get the next one. So we got, now this one's going to have username, bucket name, event name, and source IV and event time. So this is going to be a little bit more probably what we want for most of the questions to be answered. And then later we might have to change a couple manually, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Oh no, that's the same one. What am I doing? Duh. And also for those commands to go, instead of doing all this again, one second. We could pretty much go back if we need to alter or reuse a command. Up arrow, you just pretty much go up, and your commands are there. All right. So glitch AWS. Let's see if we find any get storage. Good usage list. So it looks like this is the IP that user glitch that was created is using. What is the source IP related to the? Yeah, is that it? Oops. AWS. Yep, that looks like it's it. S3 buckets. Let's test it out. Boom, we got it. What, based on the event source field, what AWS service generates the console log in event? Uh, what was it? Based on the event source field. I don't think that was it. What what AWS service generates the console login event? Oh, sign in at Amazon.com, right in front of my face. I couldn't see it correctly. Well, how it was laid out. When did the anomalous user trigger the console login event? Uh, so it should be here. The first one. Copy. All right. What type of access was assigned to the anomalous user? Doesn't say here, but I would assume it's some kind of. We'll get the freebie. All right, here we go. Create user. This one should help us identify. Damn it, I forgot the copy and paste. The good old copy and paste method. So I'm guessing this is going to be some kind of admin rights or some kind of special privileges for the glitch user that was created. Um, User glitch. So they're like his Mac, using a Mac. IAM user, McSkitty. That one doesn't do us justice. All right, now we got to attach user policy. So let's go ahead and do that one. Oops. Is this him? McSkitty, AWS policy administrator access. Let's go ahead and copy this for now, but I want to make sure. So it looks like this is the, yeah, McSkitty created this user with administrator access. All right, let's check this one out, see if it's it. And it is golden. Which IP does Mayor malware typically use to log into AWS? All right, logs don't lie. So, looks like McSkitty suggests looking closely at the IP addresses and operating systems related to all the anomalous events. Let's use the following command below to continue to the investigation. So, this should not only just have the fraudulent IP address, it should also have McSkitty's real IP address coming from the log. So, outside looking in, from the start, it looks like he possibly didn't even hide his main or real IP address for that matter. So 149, and I don't see IAM console login glitch. I don't see it here. So let's see if this one digs a little deeper. Why didn't that work? That did not work. All right, let's figure this out. All right, I think I got it now. So here, right here, I put in mayor malware, all lowercase. Under the username, it's going to say placeholder. So that's where you're going to change it out. Let's check his out. So he is doing the Macintosh. And that's the original IP that we have from an attacker standpoint. So now let's go ahead and change that to McSkitty, because it was looking like if the trail was true that they use McSkitty's, I don't even know how to spell it, laptop or login or creds. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Mick, okay, one D. Oops, McSkitty. All right. There we go. Login. So this is the same IP that we've been seeing. And now if we come to the bottom, as we saw, it's different. So it looks like this might be the main IP. First time I've seen it, actually. So let's go ahead and answer that question. Which IP does Mirror malware typically use to log into AWS? But it's wrong. Okay, that is not it. All right. All right, so we got it back. Let's see. There we go. So here, next to user identity dot username, I changed it out. It's going to say something user or placeholder. That's where you type in the user you want to search. So here's the main IP that they're using. Now let's find, I believe this is their original IP or their main IP. So what is McSkitty's actual IP address? His real IP. Oops. Got it. Now the last one. What is the bank account number owned by Mirror Malware? Okay, so that one we are going to have to Warville logs, grep, RDS logs. All right, I do not see. All right, there we go. Let's grep these out. No, damn it. Keep forgetting about this copy and paste thing. All right, so account owner, Mirror Malware. Oh, there you go. Careforware's fun. Everything goes through good until right here. This is the first one. This is when it changed. So what is the question? Is it the bank account? What is the bank account number owned by Mirror Malware? So it should be bank account number right here. So 8839 is the original one. This is Mirror Malware's, I believe. Hopefully I copied and pasted it correctly or copied it correctly. Boom, there we go. And we have solved day 7 AWS log analysis. That being said, have a good one, everyone. Hope you guys had a great weekend and see you on the next one.